welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the micro loop extensions that I ordered off of Amazon. Side note, if you hear my dog eating or drinking water, he suddenly decided he was thirsty and hungry when I started filming. So, let's just ignore that. Alright, so let's jump right in. Let's start with the price. So I ordered 3 bundles of hair. I ordered a 14, a 16, and an 18 inch. They came in 3 to 4 days. So I ordered it on July the 12th. The hair was delivered on the 15th and the 16th. And it cost me a total of $237.54. Overall, I like the quality of the hair. I was not a fan of the beads themselves, and I have like a love-hate relationship with micro loop extensions overall. Let's just put that out there. I think they're great for people who are beginners with extensions in general. They're very easy to install, very quick to install, and it's kind of a good way to get your feet in the door to kind of see if you like these extensions. However, I do find that they're kind of a one and done type of deal, like with eye-tip extensions, where you can reuse the hair and reuse the hair and reuse the hair over and over. It's kind of if you don't cut it off the bead, it's a one and done situation. This hair, I ordered 300 strands. I ended up installing probably I would say about 225 to 250. I don't really know. I didn't see a lot of them come out, so I think I may have lost about 2 in the 2 months that I had them installed. However, I did not like these extensions for one reason, or it was a couple reasons. So the first reason that I had was that they were very difficult to install, and you kind of see that in the video if you're watching carefully. Especially in the back where I put the 18 and the 16 inch hair, they were very difficult to install, and it ended up causing some breakage because the extensions, so with micro loop extensions, let me start this here. With micro loop extensions, the hair is attached to a bead, and then there's a pretty much like a little plastic loop that's threaded through the bead. And in this case, and in the case of extensions that are not done properly, the hair can create a very, very small hole, and so you have to put less of your natural hair in the hole to get it on your hair. I don't know if that makes sense. That probably is not a good explanation. But basically, I had to put very, very thin pieces of my hair in the hole, and it ended up leading to breakage because, of course, the weight of the extension was more than what my hair could support. So I was not a fan of that. Definitely in the 18 inch hair. Some of the 16 inch gave me issues as well, but I did not see a lot of that in the 14 inch. So if you decide to order this hair, I would just say be wary of the longer lengths. I would stick with something shorter, so like 10, though 12, 14, and you probably could even try the 16 inch because I did have some good hair in the 16, but there were a couple bundles that were just impossible for me to use because at one point I finally was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm not gonna, ended up installing a lot more of the 14 inch than I did the 18 and the 12 and the 18 and the 16, just because I got frustrated with trying to install it. And I will say it could have been a bad batch. I mean, I don't know. I've not ordered from them, and I'm not very keen to reorder from them given the issue I had this time. But it could have been just that I ended up with a bad batch. I don't know. If y'all want to send me another batch, feel free. Anyways, I will leave the company link down below in case you're still interested in the hair. It was a kinky straight texture, and I did like it overall. Like I said, the hair was not a problem. The bead situation, that was my whole issue. Like, it was the beads for me. One issue I did have with the hair. So I don't know if this is a big deal breaker for most people. It's not for me just because I found that because kinky straight hair has to go through a lot of processing to get the kinky straight texture and even the kinky curly texture and the kinky coily texture. It does have difficulty maintaining a curl. So if you once it's straightened and you try and curl it with a curling wand or with curling rollers, you probably are not going to get a lot of longevity in your but in your in the hairstyle, because it just does not hold a curl. This hair did not hold a curl for more than, I would say, an hour, and that was being generous. Like, I curled my hair, and before I could even leave the house, so maybe 30 to 45 minutes, the curls were already starting to fall, and I mean, all I had left was a bump in the ends of my hair. So I was not a fan of that. But it's not a deal breaker for me. Like, I mean, because I don't curl my hair very often, so it's not like it's one of those things where if I curl my hair, I want to leave it straight. And I did, so it wouldn't hold a curl, but when I did braid outs with it, it did hold the braid out curls really well. So I think it just depends on what you do with the hair. Like, I mean, I made it work, but it was a lot. It was a lot. So, yeah. So, I don't know if I mentioned the install time, but it probably took me about, I would say, 7 to 8 hours. And that's because I struggled so much with the very back of my head, like trying to get those extensions on. Oh my gosh, it was so much work. And so that's probably why it took me so long to install them. But like once I got past those two parts, the rest of it was a breeze, and I kind of just went through it and knocked it out in a couple of days. So it didn't take too long, but like I said, the bottom part, nightmare. It was a nightmare. I'm trying to think, is there anything else to tell you guys about this hair? I mean, like, it's overall, I think it's great for beginners. If you are if you're interested in trying out extensions, I think this is a good starting point. The price was not too bad, although now that I've been checking AliExpress and I'm noticing a kind of an uptick in the fusion extensions. I will say that I have found some cheaper on AliExpress, but of course, you know, you don't get Prime shipping with those, so you kind of gotta weigh your options, decide what works for you, what doesn't. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the hair. I wasn't a fan of some of the qualities, but I didn't hate the hair. So I think that's gonna be like that's pretty much all you need to know. I didn't hate it. And I would recommend it to people if they were interested in trying it out. I mean, I would say test it out, because you may have a different experience than I did, but the experience that I had, I do want you to know what happened. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, leave any comments or suggestions down in the comment section, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.